Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Amused Jester. My name is Junior. Righty. So I've got a bunch of stuff that came in maybe in the last month or so, but I've just been really busy. So let's see. I got the G.I. Joe Classified Deluxe Diver Action Soldier. I got one of each of this, and then the 60th anniversary, the other one, the camouflage one. And then I finally got the stuff from Big Bad Toy Store. I was really worried that this wasn't coming. The Snow Serpent. I got two of them. I got an extra one of Big Ben from Hasbro Pulse. I'm really glad that they had this as a reissue, because the original one that I had, I'm doing a custom on. So I had to get another one just to keep one intact. And then these two from Walmart. I wasn't planning on getting this because it wasn't a character that I was aware of. But this is Wolf Spider Varma and the Shadow Tracker from Cobra. But I found a good deal on one item from Walmart, which was an RC that I'm planning on converting. Well, I don't really need to convert it. It looks nice as it is. And I think Ed 2009 had a review of it. It's the 1/8 New Bright Corvette. I saw it at Ross a long time ago, but I think it was for $30. The original price is $60. Well, Walmart had it for $20. So and to get free shipping, I decided to go ahead and buy these two as well. So that's why. So I'm getting that in 3 days, and I got this 2 days ago. So let's go on with the review and check out what's going on. Wow, do you guys see what's included with this figure? Oh my gosh. This is, of course, a deluxe figure, but you can see how much stuff is coming with this guy. Basically everything you can possibly want, except for the fact that maybe if it had a second head sculpt where every one of this was removable. But other than that, it looks excellent. Deluxe figure, I can't remember if it's $40 or not, but I feel like it's a deluxe figure, and I believe it's worth $40. Now, you guys might think, how come I don't remember exactly the price of the figures that I buy? But for me, whenever I pre-order stuff and I think, okay, I kind of like that figure, I want it in my collection, I just go ahead and pre-order it. If I feel that the price is good enough for what I'm seeing. And then during a review, by the time the figure comes in, I've pretty much forgotten what the price is. I look at the value of the figure, or what's coming in it, the articulation, the paint apps, and all that stuff. And based on that, I judge whether I like it or not. Right? Once I like the figure, I look at the price and say, hey, that's a really good price compared to the value that I'm getting. That's basically how I judge whether I like the figure or not. It just the price range, as I look into it again, and as I remember it, then compared to the value of what I'm getting, it increases the value of what I feel like I'm receiving. So let's look at this figure. as it is right now. I think it's like around $40. But so the head articulation goes all around, no problem whatsoever. I like this pelt over here. The bulkiness of the figure I really do like, because it does evoke a guy in a thick snowsuit. But it has that that joint in the shoulder that allows it for more articulation. No hindrance on any kind of movement. See how that thing is almost like a floating thing? That's really nice. Double jointed on the elbows. It's kind of tough. This is not preheated, or nor is it dunked in hot water. This is basically as it's coming out of the packaging. So you got that. Does it have it doesn't have any swivel on this part, so it just has it in here. And see, it doesn't have any extra hands. And from that I can see, okay, so the joint is supposed to go up and down on this part. So you can't tell. It's so inside it. So as you can see, it does have that up and down joint inside the wrist, but because of how thick this gauntlet is, you won't be able to move too much of it. Usually what I'll do, and unfortunately this is not going to be much of help, because if this was a longer peg, it would be great. Usually if I want to pose it, then I'll try posing it outside of the thing, and then I'll try to attach it, but not too completely in. So as you can see, there's a gap in there. Now you can kind of use that joint. That's that's the only good thing about these classifieds, because it does have that option of removing the hands. So now you're able to do it. So you just need to move that peg just a little bit outside of its socket in order to take advantage of that. And then when if you're not using it, then just push it in to complete the look. It has a kind of like, it has something here on the, see how you can move it like that. I'm holding down the bottom part of the abdomen so you can see the range of this thing. So you can probably move it a little bit more if you force it. Not that you'd probably need to more than that, right? Because otherwise it will look unnatural. And then this belt, this whole strap is separate from the upper piece, which is good. I like it better when it's like this, where it's a separate rather than it's molded into the upper body, I feel. It has a lot more dimensionality to it. Not much on ab crunch, does it? Look at that. It's getting the ab crunch a little bit more from the top part rather than the bottom part. Really nice design on that. And this does not have as much of a drop down on the legs, but it does have some. And in previous Joe reviews that I've seen, these drop down doesn't really add much to the range as far as I can see. Does have the thigh swivel, double jointed knees. So from my experience, it adds to the range of posability, but it still doesn't give you a sense of naturalistic poses. You know what I mean? Like, you can't like have him crunch down anyway. So it's a nice thing to have, nice thing to play with. Gives you a little bit more option. Does have an ankle swivel, and it does obviously have the ankle up and down here. I always have to be careful with these ankles because I'm so afraid. I don't know exactly how thick the connection is to these ankles, but anyway. Then these straps again. They can be problematic. You know how it is when you're posing it because you're moving it back and forth. But I'd rather have it free floating like this. So if I want to, I can remove it if I want to. and have a completely different look for my Joes or my Cobras. I can move it more towards it in the front of the thigh, more towards the back. You know, all kinds of stuff that I can do. Options are always better. Has that tampo over here to kind of break down the monotony of the gray plastic. Has the Cobra symbol, really nice paint app on the zipper, man. I mean, like, why would you need to? But it's good. It breaks it up, you know. So I like that. And then let's look and see what this head sculpt is. Look at all the detail that they're putting in, even putting in paint apps on the mask. Here's that tampo, Cobra symbol. Everything else is just bare plastic, you know, but that's fine. Has a little bit of shading on the fur. I had a hard time finding this because in the packaging, the goggles were a little bit more brighter blue. Let's see. And this doesn't really, I don't know, man. I don't really snow ski or anything, but he already has goggles over here, so why would he need goggles here too? It makes it like super thick, but oh, that actually looks pretty good, right? Let's take that off. Let's put this hood on. I think I was watching Robo's review of this one when he was talking about how this thing looks. The idea of this one looks kind of nice, but the execution is not necessarily so because it just comes off really easily. Well, it comes in okay for me. Then I'll put on the hood. I guess this is supposed to be the head Snow Serpent's look. And somebody was messing around with that. It's like Snake Eyes wolf pelt. I kind of like the idea of it. I don't think the execution is well done because the helmet itself is big enough. Is big. Maybe if it was a Joe with a regular head. Plus, how would you... Oh, wow. There's a hole in here for the backpack. Holy crap, okay. I did not even realize that's possible. It's back heavy. Super back heavy. I mean, like, I can feel the added weight to that. There's a lot of stuff going on in there to display him like that. But I want to use this wolf pelt for somebody else, to be honest. I feel like the bear look of the Snow Serpent looks really good as it is. And we've seen these missiles before. I believe these are the same ones for Bazooka. Even though it's just like a straight paint, straight plastic, I really do love the detail they're putting in on this backpack. Put in the guns. So much stuff to play with, man. The options are unbelievable. So this one, can he carry this? Hold on to that. Okay. The knife. Is this the one that doesn't have placement for the knife? that Robo was talking about. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, he's absolutely right. You know, just have it somewhere. Like a small thing here. Doesn't have anything on the ankles or anything like that. Such a weird. Like, maybe, like, have it something, like a slot here for. I'll put it like that for now. But that's going to get lost, though. So for now, this will at least give him some sort of stability on just standing. So I'll give him this. Look at that, I still haven't lost the knife, so that's pretty cool. Oh, this small miniature. This guy is loaded to kill. No kidding. Got that. He doesn't have any placement for this one, so he's gonna have to hold it. So I love that this is like that. Look at that. So this one, I'm wondering what these are for. Wow, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's gonna mess around with the property, with the real estate in the collection, but oh wow. Oh crap, I forgot about this guy. I forget this thing has so much stuff going on with it. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what this thing was for, why it was separated, and of course now we know that's to load up the missile in there, or the ammunition. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Now he's so. I know it's supposed to be like that, but then this thing is just like in the way. See, now that's pushing that out. I mean, I'm almost gonna say like this is too much, way too much. But I'm like, I'm not gonna admit to that. This is perfect. Oh, it has a cobra symbol right there. That's crazy. There's so much stuff in here. It's just the crazy amount of stuff. Um, I mean, the other option I have is like give one of this to another Joe or another Cobra, and then have him holding this. And I really need to start making a weapons rack. Wow. I just went back at my orders to look at the price. And remember, I was thinking it was like $39.99 or $44.99. It's $35. $35 for what you just saw me unpack. And I was saying, there's such a thing as too much. There is no such things as too much, right? But what I can say is for $35 from what we're getting, so much stuff that we can actually use. So I thought maybe way too much already to have the wolf pelt and back and the headpiece. So I can use these things on other Cobra stuff. I can use there's way too much ammunition here. So I can go ahead and use these for other Joes, other Cobras. Same thing as this one. So the value increases because now I can use this for other figures, and the price is $35. Just to get this, like maybe for something like this, it would be like $30, and then this would be an additional extra for the 5. But like that's a lot of stuff that I just got. I feel, and for $35, I do have the option of putting all this stuff into the figure or changing him up completely. That's completely up to me, and I just love that. I just feel like there's so much value coming into this particular figure. I have to say, Hasbro, man, getting figures like this makes me more and more excited for the figure line, because I really, no one at Hasbro is gonna be listening at my rinky dink video, but like they got me. They got me completely when I'm seeing figures like this. Even though accessories included in the figure, I probably will not display them with, but having these extra ones to add more value to the other figures in the line, that's just something that I applaud. I just can't see. I don't. I think there's another line that does that where, and I can't remember which one or which figure, where they added an accessory, not necessarily for that particular figure, but something to be used for other figures. This is good. I really, really like it. And now, not a lot of Joes can or Cobras can use this particular figure, but I feel like Spirit can. Um, the other figure, the Tracker, I can use this for the Tracker. So stay tuned when I put on that wolf pelt on this Tracker. I feel like that's going to work very well. So that's it for my review for the Snow Serpent. I waited for this thing for a long time. If I ever see this on the shelves, I might pick up more. But if I ever see this on sale on the shelves, man, I would grab it. Even for like 15, it's already a good value for $35. Any kind of discounts on this thing is it's not even icing on the cake. This is already icing on the cake. This is be like double cake layer. So I think this is a great value figure for what you're getting. So thank you for watching. I hope that enjoyed a little bit of this show, and you found some sort of good informational value. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.